Yo, is the stream started? Wait, am I muted? Oh, okay, I didn't even know. It looks like Merc is going to be taking out Hyun first off, first part of the match. It's looking good for the Super Monkeys. Or maybe I'm jinxing, I don't know. It looks like R&B is going to try and go after Bob here. Bob with the incredible movement. R&B unable to track that. What? Is this Prime Bob? Is Prime Bob back? You know, I know he's been dropping a lot of KOs, but he really needs to step it up today. Looks like Bob is going to die to Dino. Bob gets stuck on the top of the map, isn't able to decide where he wants to go. Looks like Merc fakes jumping down, wall hops back up. Looks like Hyper Tungsten gives Golden timing. Golden with a free kill right there. That's textbook, easy for him. And Golden jumps down to the bottom of the map for some reason, but he gets up to Dino with the 6. Golden going to be going after Dino here, going to hold on him. And Dino bounces off the middle part, getting some extra distance right there that he needs. Looks like Dino's going to have the 6. Is he going to be able to catch up to anybody right here? He gives the 2 to Golden, and Golden is unable to track it as he jumps up to the top part of the map off the truss. This is unfortunate on his end. Looks like Merc now has to clutch a 1v1. Dino giving him the 4. Is Merc going to be able to do anything about this? He jumps off of Dino's head, and Dino just has a free run getting out of there. Securing Super Scorpions the first point of Game 2 of the finals. I think we are in EU. Yeah, we are in EU. All right, after a little discussion right there, we are back into round 2. Looks like Hyper Tungsten is going to be the one starting us off right now. Bob phases him twice, and Hyper Tungsten really can't do anything about it. Just stands there, kind of takes the death. Didn't really try to maneuver or go after anything else. Looks like Hyun has a 4. She gives Bob the 3, and Bob is going to not be able to pass it back to anyone. I think a little bit of a phase was in action there, but is pretty common in this game mode where jumping is going to mess up all the hitboxes on the bomb. Looks like Merc is just going to fake going down, and R&B is getting baited right there. Not able to get back up in time to anybody. Looks like Dino's going to hold the bomb on Golden right here. Golden has the 4. Golden is going to have to try and catch up to Dino. Gives him the 2, and Dino is unable to track anything right there. A little bit too far from Golden. Looks like Golden is now going to be trying to go after Hyun. Hyun left in a 1v3. She can be able to clutch it. Golden gives her the 4. Wall hops up and jumps back down. Hyun unable to track that. Golden actually walking back into the bomb last second there, but it was just a little bit too late for her to pass the bomb. 1-1 to the Super Monkeys. They have just tied back up a 1-point game. Looks like Hyper Tungsten is going to be starting us off yet again. Looks like Bob wants him. Bob going to have to try and jump up to the top of the map. Actually guesses Hyper Tungsten jumping back down. Hyper Tungsten at a diagonal angle right there, walking backwards. That is not the smartest thing I've ever seen, but it gets him killed. Looks like Dino is going to be or not Dino. Looks like R&B is going to get the 5 from Bob. Bob is just going to play on trusses right here. Bob is going to have to try and catch back up to him. Looking for a sack and Merc right there, or Golden. But Golden is not going to want to do it. It looks like he's going to try and take out R&B now. Golden trying to FPS bounce. Jumps back up to the top. Fails to get up the truss. And some chem action might be in order right here. But it does not work out as nobody is there in time. Looks like R&B is trying to find somebody to go after. It looks like he chooses Merc. Merc is going to sit there, grab the 2. Is he going to be able to track it? No, he's not. R&B doesn't even do anything special right there either. He just walks in a straight line. And Merc is unable to track it. Looks like Dazzy is now left in a 1v2. Fails to give the bomb. Oh, wow. Actually, never mind. He reaches the bomb really far right there, but I forgot he is EU. Looks like it is Dino and Dazzy, the 2 EU players left alive. Dazzy not going to grab the bomb and instead does not get punished for it. Dino failing to pass the bomb on the truss right there, and Dazzy just able to get a free run, securing a 1-point lead for the Super Monkeys. All right. Who has the bomb here? Looks like Bob has the bomb here. Bob is going to try and grab that 3 off of Dino. Dino unable to go anywhere, but Merc just a little bit too close. You really got to, when you're ISOing, or another player on your team is ISOing, you really got to play that distance, especially if they're grabbing timing right there. Bob giving the 3 to R&B, and Bob is able to chain somebody right there. I think it was... I don't even know who it was, I'm going to be honest. I can't see their user. Bob giving a 3 to R&B right there. R&B able to pass it back. Nobody there for a reverse chain or anything. Golden was a little bit close, but I don't think he was going to be able to get it. Looks like Golden's going to do the fling right there. Golden just going to jump back up, grab the 2, and R&B is going to walk away alive. Dazzy now left in a 1v... Never mind. Oh, yeah, he is. Looks like R&B is typing mid-match and still kills Dazzy. That is a little embarrassing, but it works. Looks like to start us off this round, we're going to have Golden and Hyun, but it looks like Hyun is going to switch up to Bob right here. Bob just going to run down to the bottom part of the map, trying to escape Hyun right there. Hyun just spheres the hell out of Bob. I don't even know how that gave. I don't even know who Bob took out. I'm going to be completely honest. It looks like Hyun is going to switch up to somebody yet again. Chooses Merc this time. Merc is actually going to be taken out. So I think it is now a 3v3. Looks like Bob is going to give the 5 to R&B right there. Bob's going to jump back up. R&B, all he has to do is guess the corner right there. Nobody there for any type of chem at all. Looks like it is going to be an ISO game so far. Bob going to be trying to predict Hyun right here. Bob failing to get up to the top part of the map. I didn't even realize Snickies was in the game. Snickies with an FPS bounce on the bottom part of the map, getting that distance right there. But it looks like Dazzy's going to give him the 4, get some extra distance, but Snickies is still able to catch up. I think we need to be more... I think we need more proactive in grabbing from the Monkeys team. They're just letting them catch up to them. Looks like Golden fakes jumping up to the top part of the map, and then Golden jumps back down, but Snickies is just going to sit there and read that play passively and is able to pass the balance back to Golden, and the Super Scorpions are now leading by 1. 3-2 game. Looks like Dino is going to be the one starting us off this game. Bob with the 5 to Dino. Dino is just going to get stuck on that trust there. Nobody there to sack or help him out at all. This is his region. I would expect something from the Super Scorpions, but I guess not. Looks like R&B is going to get the 5 from Bob. Bob's going to jump down to the bottom part of the map, gets the 3, and R&B gets the 2. Bob actually walks back into R&B, and R&B is still proactively trying to get back on that trust. I don't know what he's doing right there. He needs to have some better reaction time. Looks like Hyun is going to give Bob the 5. Bob is going to have to try and catch up. Looks like Golden in there for some chem, and Hyun is unable to escape, unable to read that chain, nor reverse it back. Just a little bit too far for her on that higher ping. Looks like Sneaky's is going to be trying to play around that middle trust right here, but he is unable to do anything as he gets stuck. And these Super Monkeys have a successful sweep that round, tying the score back up. I wonder if any team is going to be able to pull the momentum apart and secure the first set. I don't know. This is very evenly matched teams. Not too many EU, not too many NA players. Actually, I think the Super Scorpions only have one EU player, but I think the game has gotten to the point where there's no... The game has gotten to the point where people have gotten really good on cross region, so... But I think Double Decker is the exception, because this game mode is just really phasey. I don't really know. And starting us off on round 7 here, we are going to have R&B trying to find somebody. He's going to switch up back to Bob. Bob gets a 3. He's going to switch up again, and Sneaky's is going to take a death there, getting stuck on his own teammate's body. That is just unfortunate. R&B going to continue to run away from Bob. Bob maybe going to be looking for a switch up. He actually does, and it looks like Hyun is going to get chained yet again, but Bob is going to be taken out as she reads it this time instead of trying to jump down to the bottom part of the map. Looks like Golden's now going to be trying to have to take out Hyun. Golden with the 4. He's going to bait jumping up to the top part of the map, and he's able to take out Hyun. That is a really quick drop from Golden. I didn't even think he jumped to get down there. No pre-jump. Looks like Merc is now going to be failing to pass the bomb to Dino right here, giving Dino the 3. Merc going to wall hop up, going to try and run the other way, but Dino, oh, that's not Dino. R&B is going to be able to read that. Looks like Dino now is going to be the one going after somebody. Looks like Dazzy's going to bounce off, bounce yet again, and he's going to continue to play around with Dino off of these back beams. That is beautiful movement from Dazzy right there. That's some of the best movement I've seen so far in this series. Looks like R&B just can't find Golden right there. Golden with the absolute masterclass right there of movement around that middle truss. R&B just completely lost, and these Super Monkeys have got a 1-point lead now. We have yet to see a 2-point lead, but is that going to happen this round? Maybe not, but we will see. Hyun giving Bob the 4, and Bob is just going to sit there holding, give Hyun the 2, and Hyun is unable to track it as she jumps down to the bottom part of the map. Pre-jumping Bob, expecting him to go down there, but it does not work out. Looks like Bob is going to grab the 5 off of Dino, give it, and R&B is going to take it back. Looks like Bob is just not going to be able to get up to the top part of the map like he needs to, getting stuck on that middle truss. I think that middle truss is very, very detrimental to these players and how they are dying. Looks like Merc is going to be going after Snicky's here. Snicky's going to fake jumping down. Merc falls for it, but he's going to be able to get up really quick there. Looks like Merc is going to be wall hopping up with the bomb, getting AR'd right there, trying to wiggle last second, but Snicky's is already falling down. That is not going to pass in any world. I don't know, maybe they're the same. Maybe if we're on NA. Looks like Golden's just going to... What the hell? Golden somehow doesn't pass the bomb to Snicky's right there. That is some nice phasing by Snicky's, but it works out in the Super Scorpions' favor as they tie the game back up. I think this first set is ultimately just going to be a warm-up set, and they're just going to go back and forth. We haven't seen really any heavy chem from either team. Super Monkeys have been chemming. Super Scorpions have not. Looks like Bob is going to read the fact that... who even died? Dino's going to go down to the bottom part of the map. Looks like Bob's going to find somebody to switch up on. R&B is unable to do anything right here as he's tracking absolute air. Casper's not over there, buddy. Don't know who we're going for. Looks like Bob is going to find yet another person to go for. He's going after Snicky's this time. Going to try and read him right there. Looks like Golden's going to be sacking for Bob right there. Is you. I don't know if it's going to be a worthwhile sack for this round, but we will see. Looks like Snicky's going to try and find Dazzy right here. Dazzy's just going to jump up to the top of the map, and Snicky's is going to be taking a leisurely stroll climbing up that ladder, getting and sacking his own teammate right there. Looks like Snicky's is going to be getting stuck on that middle truss again, but Bob failing to get up yet again. Is it going to work out in his favor, though? No. Gets stuck in that flat part of the map. The sack was worth nothing. Looks like Snicky's is going to be getting the 5 from Golden, right, or not Golden, Merc right there. Merc going to phase the bomb completely, and Snicky's unable to do anything about it. Super Monkeys taking back the lead. And looks like we're going to have Dino start us off this round. Merc getting 5, and it looks like he's going to try and hold on Dino right there, but Merc getting stuck on that bottom pillar right there. Unfortunate. Just could not get around it in time. Looks like R&B is going to be trying to find Dazzy right here. Dazzy's just going to jump up to the top part of the map, just speeding away from R&B. R&B unable to do anything right there. Looks like Bob is going to be going after Hyun. Hyun just going to sit there, wait for Bob to drop back down. Bob gives her the 3. Going to run back, and Bob is just going to get grappled on. That is unfortunate. Looks like Hyun is going to give the 6 to Golden right there. Golden just going to wait on the top part of the map, playing extra patient. Golden failing to get back up to the top part of the map. And Dazzy now left in a 1v3. He has clutched quite a bit of these. Will he be able to clutch one of them right now for his team? Looks like he is not going to be grabbing the bomb at all. And Dino, the only EU player alive on these Super Scorpions, gets taken out. This is looking good for Dazzy. All he has to do is deal with the NA players, but he might get reached. And Snicky's is going to be getting AR'd to hell right there. Or that is an ankle. I do not know. I really don't. This game mode is extra phasey. Looks like Dazzy's going to get the 4 from Hyun, and she has a free run. Unfortunate for Dazzy right there, almost clutching it up for his team, but just stopped a little bit short by Hyun with that reach right there. Now tied up game of 5-5. Looks like Bob is going to be getting the 2 from... I don't even know. I think it was Snicky's, but he's going to be switching up and taking out someone else in the process. What he's known best for. Bob getting the 4 from Dino. He is able to actually get up to the top part of the map this time, trying to look for anybody. Merc there for the chem play, but Snicky's and Hyun were already down in the bottom part of the map just in time. Snicky's going to grab the 2 off of Golden and is able to track it this time. Last time, not such a good performance from him, but as long as he's able to take out somebody, Hyun just going to read the bottom part of the map on Dazzy. Dazzy unable to catch back up to her. Looks like Hyun is just going to sit there and wait. Looks like they're going to give the bomb to Snicky's, though, to try and take out Merc. Look like Snicky's going to ride Merc's head, and Merc jumps up to the top part of the map for some reason instead of running to the flat part. He had the run. I don't know what he's doing right there. This is a little bit of a negative IQ play from him, but this is a very back-and-forth game. I don't doubt that the Super Monkeys are going to be able to tie it back up to 6-6 this round. If not, maybe another round. It looks like somebody's gonna reset. Oh, Kevin was in. Looks like Hyun is gonna be getting taken out first by Bob. Dino now gonna be finding Dazzy right here. Looks like Dazzy failing to catch up to Dino with a really nice FPS bounce. He's really consistent with those. But Dazzy able to get one as well. Dazzy, however, not able to pass the bomb to anybody right there. I do not know how that was not able to give. That was some insane AR. Bob going to try and find Snicky's. Bob, I think he's able to read Snicky's right there. Snicky's getting baited right there. It looks like Bob is now going to be going after R&B. Bob clearing the entire other team right now. Looks like a 4 was given to Bob, and Bob is going to switch up to Dino. Terrible switch up on his end. Should have probably just stuck with R&B right there. R&B going to be giving that 5 to Golden right there. Golden just going to run on that 4, and R&B just unable to track anything right now. Have not been seeing very many plays like that one. Looks like Merc might have been able to bait Dino right there, just very slightly out of reach. Dino going to give the bomb to Golden at some point. Giving the 2 to Golden, and Golden's able to easily track that right there. Username is don't pass 2s. You know, I expect him to be able to track those. Dino with the almost hold, securing the round, but, you know, they tie back up to 6-6. Looks like Bob is going to be starting us off on this round 13. Just going to do a flat little hold right there on Snickies, and Snickies unable to do anything about that. He actually gets to 2, has 20 walk speed, and is still unable to track it. Looks like Bob's going to get the 5 off of R&B right there. But R&B is just going to take that 1. Bob able to catch up to him. 2 players on Super Scorpions already down in this round. 0 for these Super Monkeys. Bob going to be failing to get up to the top. But Hyun is going to give him that 2. And Bob is actually almost able to track it, falling down with Hyun right there. But I don't know how that didn't pass. Looks like Super Monkeys have Kevin in now. He is West. That reach, or that AR he's going to have is going to be pretty crazy. But Dazzy's just going to get taken out by Dino right there. It is now a 2v2. 2 players back-to-back on Super Monkeys going to take out. Kevin is going to be trying to pass the bomb to Dino right there. Kevin unable to do anything. I assume he's just getting phased and or AR'd right there by his ping. They probably need to put in somebody with lower ping if they're going to try and pass the bomb. Looks like Hyun is going to grapple onto Golden right there. I don't know why I said Holden. And Hyun is going to be taking out Golden for the lead yet again. This might be the worst serve I've ever seen of all time. It's actually just straight phases for both teams. Looks like Golden's going to get the 6 from Snickies. Snickies getting the 3. And Golden's just going to... Oh, wow. What a bait by Golden. He didn't even have to jump to bait going up to the top part of the map. Snickies just absolutely overcommitted right there. Beautiful bait yet again. It looks like Dazzy's going to get that FPS trust bounce right there. But Hyun is able to catch up regardless because he gets stuck. Bob now with a 5, trying to take out R&B, gives him the 4. They're just going to bait, jumping off that truss, and is able to take him out. Looks like Hyun is now going to be Bob's target right there. Bob trying to fling right there, but Golden's just going to run away as Hyun tries to switch up. Hyun actually going back to Bob, or not Bob. I don't even know who died. I think it was Merc or somebody. I can't really see. If I had the ghost spectate mode, I could probably keep up better. Looks like Dino's now left in a 1v2 as Bob is taking out Hyun in the top part of the map. Looks like Dino's going to sit there, wait on the bottom part of the map. Golden's just going to continue to jump down and back up on the bottom part. I don't know why he's doing that. Golden is very clearly sitting there waiting for him. Looks like Bob is going to give the 4 to Dino, and Dino is going to give that 2 to Bob, and Bob is unable to track it. All he had to do was walk in a straight line. It looks like Super Scorpions are the first team to secure more than a 1-point lead this match. And now maybe Golden has realized that jumping up and down on that middle part of that middle truss is not going to suit him well against Dino. But Dazzy's going to be able to take out R&B off the rip here. It's very important that you are able to take out an opponent first. Looks like Hyun is going to try and reach Bob, but Hyun is just going to stand still. I think she lagged a little bit there. I'm not going to lie. I did notice a little bit of a stutter, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for anybody else to have noticed. Maybe Snicky's lag right there as well. I noticed a little teleport from, yep, delayed is going to be calling that. First lag warning of the match for a singular player. Looks like Bob is going to be failing to catch up to Dino right there. Dino can trust bounce and get to the top part of the map. Nobody's sacking for Bob right there. Dino is left in a 1v3, getting another trust bounce. Looks like Dazzy actually did read it right there, and Super Monkeys secure a point yet again, taking it back down to a 1-point deficit. Starting us off on round 16 is going to be Bob yet again. Who would have thought? It looks like Bob is going to switch up, give his teammate the bomb. Golden going to sit there waiting on top part of the map for R&B, and R&B is just going to get taken out yet again. Bob now going to be going after somebody here. I think he might switch up again. Hyun is the target of his switch up, but he just sits there, waits, and plays a little bit too patient right there. Hyun just going to be able to get out of there for free. Looks like Kevin is going to be grabbing the 3 off of Dino. Is he going to be able to track it? No, he's not. Dino able to run away very easily as Kevin is on 180 ping or something like that. I don't know what ping he's on, but it's pretty high. He's not going to be able to pass that bomb ever. Looks like Dazzy's going to be having a beautiful hold on Snicky's there on the bottom part of the map. Snicky's unable to do anything about that. Looks like Dazzy's going to have to try and catch up to Dino right here. Dino gonna just swirl around that bottom part of the map. Looks like Dazzy is not able to get up to the top part of the map somehow. Just his jump got a little screwed over by his FPS right there. Looks like Golden gonna give the 4 to Dino. Golden just gonna jump up, jump back down to the bottom part of the map. And Dino's able to read it, as he always does, because Golden does the same thing every single time. When is he gonna learn? When is he going to learn? It's like Bob is going to be trying to go after Snicky's now. Bob failing to get up to the top part of the map. Spears Snicky with that 4 though, and Snicky's unable to catch up to anyone. Trying to find Kevin right there, but Kevin is just a little bit too far, even while standing still. Dazzy going to try and grab that 5 off of Hyun, but Hyun is going to phase him. And I think Dazzy might have. He actually does. Last second pass right there for Dazzy. Hyun taken out. 2 players down on the Super Scorpions. Is this what these Super Monkeys need to tie back the score up? Looks like R&B might have not escaped from Bob right there. Bob able to take him out. Bob actually securing this round by himself single-handedly. Is he going to be able to take out Dino? Fails to pass the 5, and looks like Dino's going to give him that 2 right there. And Bob is able to hawk that down. Beautiful round from Bob. Has 27 KOs. Holy KO diff. He hasn't actually had that many stacks. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5. 20-plus kills is still impressive, though, for right now. And these Super Monkeys are now in a 1-point deficit yet again. Are they going to be able to tie it up this round? We will see. R&B just going to wall hop up on Golden right there. Golden with some AR. I saw that. Unfortunate for him. Looks like Kevin is going to get the 5 from R&B. Kevin's going to have to catch up to R&B. I don't think he's going to be able to. Just a little bit too far, first of all. And second of all, that ping is going to make a huge difference. Looks like the 2 EU players on Super Monkeys are alive. Looks like Bob is going to switch up to R&B. And R&B gets baited. Jumping up to that top part of the map after Bob baits jumping down. Looks like Sneaky's is going to phase bomb on the 6 there. Looks like Bob is just going to continue to run away. I don't think that's a smart decision. Sneaky's does have. And Dazzy is now left in a 1v3 trying to clutch up for his team right here. It is game point for the Super Scorpions right here if Dazzy does not clutch. Looks like Dazzy onto his next opponent of Dino right here. Dino always loves to hold right here on this part of the map. Dazzy grabs it too. Is he going to be able to track it? No, he's not. He has that track right there. It is a free track, and he's not able to do anything about it. Looks like Dazzy is going to be trying to hold on R&B right there. R&B is going to switch up to Bob, and Bob is taken out by his own move. Hyun not getting caught in the crossfire right there somehow. Looks like Merc is back in the game instead of Kevin. That is a smart decision, but Merc is immediately taken out the second he gets in the game. That is just unfortunate. Looks like Dazzy and Golden now left in a 2v4. Are they going to be able to clutch up anything? Dazzy with that patience right there, and R&B is unable to do anything right there. Dazzy with the perfect read. Looks like Golden's going to be trying to go after Hyun right now. Hyun just going to get the 4 from Golden. Golden's going to bait going one way. Jumps back up the truss right now. And looks like it is now a 2v2. Who is going to be able to win this? And are the Super Scorpions going to be able to secure this round? I don't know, but Golden is taken out by some nice movement by Dino right there. It looks like Dazzy is going to be having the 5. Going to give Snicky's the 3. Going to wait. Going to trust bounce, and Snicky's is eliminated. Dazzy now having to clutch a 1v1 against Dino. Uses his own move against him. Dino going to give Dazzy the 4. He's gonna bounce, but Dazzy has the freest track of his life as Dino just runs to the corner. 20 walk speed. Yeah, you're getting hogged down, buddy. You're getting hogged down. And the Super Monkeys have to win this round to tie it up and take it to overtime. I think it's very possible right now, but we have yet to see one team win 2 rounds in a row back to back. like at all this match. It has just been 1 point after 1 point. Looks like R&B, Snickies, and Bob are going to be in there fighting for the bomb. Looks like Bob is going to jump back up on Snickies. It is now a 2v4 for the Super Scorpions, but Dino and Hyun have known to be winning these a lot this match. Looks like Bob has the 5 from Dino, failing to get up to anywhere. Looks like no chem at all as Dino's going to wall hop back up right there, and looks like Dino's going to be going after Merc. Merc gets the 6, jump back down. They're going to switch up to Hyun as she is the NA player. Looks like Merc is going to be getting taken out. Golden in there, trying to body block or for some chem. It is now a 2v2. Are they going to be able to win this? I really don't know. 1 NA, 1 EU each team. Looks like Dazzy's going to jump down, and Dino jumps on his head. Dino securing the kill on Dazzy. Golden now left in a 1v2 for his team to go to overtime. Is he going to be able to clutch it up here? I don't know. Golden going to get the 3 from Hyun, and he's able to track it back. Beautiful track from Golden right there. This is clutch time, prime time for Golden. He needs to be able to win these to secure his team overtime. He's going to phase the bomb, run through it. He's going to continue to outmaneuver Dino, and he's going to be able to secure the tie. Beautiful movement from Golden. Beautiful clutch from him. Tying it up. We are going to overtime, and the monkeys are not out yet. And we're off to round 21, starting the first round of overtime. Looks like Bob is going to want to start. He's going to try and take out R&B first. I've noticed R&B has been getting taken out a lot first. Maybe she should try switching up or something. And Snickies is on the ground. What the hell is going on? I have never seen that in my life. Dazzy getting taken out by a reverse chain by Hyun right there. I have no... Maybe that should be a null. I don't know. That might have costed a kill. Looks like Bob is going to play patient on Dino right there. Dino getting taken out by Bob. It is now a 2v3 for the for the Super Monkeys, having the player advantage. Hyun giving that 5 to Bob. Bob is going to run to that corner. It looks like Hyun is just going to stay on the ground. Bob jumping up for absolutely zero reason. 2v2 now for the Super Monkeys and Scorpions. Looks like Snickies is going to give the bomb to Merc. Merc going to hold that bomb right there. Going to jump up and follow Snickies, but Snickies just get a little bit too far away. Looks like Snickies lags right there a little bit. I think he might be lagging. He might be. I don't know. Looks like Golden's going to give the 4 to Hyun. Golden going to get stuck right. Oh my god! The phase of absolute hell from Hyun right there. That is just so unfortunate. Is Golden going to be able to clutch this up? Snickies failing to get the bomb from Golden. Golden's just going to sit there and hold, and Snickies gets ankled right there on the 2 bomb, and the Super Monkeys secure the first round. No, I do not know R&B is West. I don't really care either. I'm being completely honest. And starting us off on round 22, we're going to have Golden and Bob with a chain play right there. Some team chemistry finally going on. I've seen a total of 5 team chem plays this match. Something's slight. Looks like Bob is going to be giving that 2 to Hyun. It looks like a team chemistry play right there after I said we have seen none. Hyun getting taken out by it. Looks like R&B is going to try and find Bob around the middle tress right here. Going to switch up instead to Golden, and it actually does work out. And Golden taking out his own teammate. Oh, never mind. I lied. I thought he took out. They're all dressed very similarly. Looks like Bob is going to switch up to Dino right here. Dino going to get his head jumped over. Bob with the ankle of a lifetime right here. It is the prime moments of the match right here. We cannot be getting ankled right now. Looks like R&B is going to wall hop up. Bob unable to follow, and Merc is now going to be having to try to take out R&B right here. R&B is apparently West. I did not realize that, but... let's see if he's going to be able to give the bomb to anyone as a West player. He is not. Merc's just going to run to the corner, and the Super Monkeys have secured a 2-point lead going into overtime. I think they have to win. I don't know if it's game point or not. I'm going to be completely honest. I really don't. I forgot how overtime works. Looks like Golden is going to be giving the bomb off to someone. Merc now going to be trying to find somebody right here. Dino going to get chemmed right here. Yet another chem play. They're turning it up right now. Super Monkeys, what they needed right here is that chem. It is securing them some kills right now. Very important kills. Snicky's going to take out his own teammate in R&B. Maybe a good sack? I don't know. He is West. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens with Snickies and Bob right here. Bob is actually going to be getting taken out by Snickies. Good sack from R&B right there. Looks like Snickies on to his next opponent, and Merc, though. Merc getting the 5. Merc going to try and predict Snickies right here. Merc unable to do anything. Snickies on his second KO. Looks like he's lagging right there. Might be lag warning too for Sneakies if deleted calls, but I don't know if a lag warning affected match. So looks like Sneakies is finally going to be getting taken out. Oh, never mind. Hyun with a beautiful chain play right there, jumping down to was it Dazzy? I don't even know, to be honest. Looks like Golden gonna give the 3 to Hyun. Golden just gonna run in a straight line, and Hyun has that easily. Looks like Super Monkeys faltered right there that round, letting Sneakies take out 2 of them right there. Super Monkeys now in a 1-point deficit. Looks like Dazzy's gonna hand the bomb off to Bob. Bob is going to be starting yet another round. When have we not seen Bob start a round? Let me know. Just let me know. But Bob is taken out first. No chain play, no chem, nothing from his team. Looks like R&B is going to try and find somebody around that middle truss. Looks like it is Dazzy. Dazzy going to play a little too patient right there. Merc trying to hop in for some chem. It does not work out. R&B is just a little bit too far. Not Golden. Merc hopped in just a little bit too late. Looks like Golden now is going to be going after Sneaky. Sneaky's getting taken out by a nice little hold right there. Sneaky's unable to grab. Golden going to fake jumping off. He's going to come back and grab the bomb with a really nice, quick, clean pass right there from him. Going to get the 2 bomb, and R&B and Hyun are going to be faltering right there with their chem, taking out one of their own. Golden going to be trying to pass the bomb to Hyun. Hyun getting the 3 from Golden. Golden just going to run away. Hyun unable to pass that bomb. He is midair. Just going to have to overly wiggle for that to pass. It is now a 1v2. Dino is the EU. Is he going to be able to take out Golden? Golden gets the 2. And is unable to pass it back. It looks very close right there. It looks like Dazzy and Dino, the only 2 EU players left, are going to be going back and forth. Looks like Dazzy is going to read Dino right there. And Dazzy securing a 2-point lead for Super Monkeys yet again. Golden even calling out Dino's nervous right now. Looks like Dazzy is going to be fighting Hyun in that little corner right there. Dazzy going to get the 5. Hyun just going to run away with that NA reach right there. Looks like Dazzy is not going to be able to take anyone out. Merc going to try and hop in there for that chem a little too late. I think these teams need to stop focusing on the Misos and start chemming. Bob getting the 3. Going to switch up to R&B, and it works out successfully. Beautiful switch up from Bob yet again on his 35th KO. Maybe going for 40 at this point. This is James Harden we're looking at. 2017 James Harden on the Rockets, man. Just beautiful. We'd love to see it. Dino taking out Golden right there. Looks like Merc and Hyun are going to be fighting out. Merc going to jump up to the top part of the map. Hyun going to come back and grab that 4. Merc just going to wall hop up, and Hyun is taken out. Dino now left in a 1v2. It might be game point. I don't know. Dino just going to play patient against Merc right here. Merc is going to be trying to wall hop up. Bob faking going for the chem right there. Dino is not phased whatsoever. Just going to run in a straight line. He is new, though, so, like, I doubt he knows anything about baits. Looks like Bob is just going to pass the bomb to Dino super far there, and Dino can do nothing about it as he is just going to have to try and catch up, and I think it is... Yep, Super Monkeys secure the first set. That is going to look good for them. They are down 1 in the series, but that set win has just allowed them to go up 1. I think the Super Scorpions might choose to switch. They have more... I think they have more NA players. 1 more. Because they Super Monkeys have 2 EU players. Bro, it is not hard to choose a region. Like, we're thinking about it. We already knew you're going to pick NA. Nah, Bob did carry. He had like maybe 5 sacks max. Yeah. Set 2 is going to be NA. Yo, what is Jordan talking about in chat, bro? Alright, just waiting for teams to join the server right now. Takes a while. Holy, Jordan's cooking. Jordan's frying shit in chat right now. Who is he feeling like? Alright, bro. I'm gonna ban shots. I'm gonna get shots Twitch banned. Yo, you better shut up. I have the power to get your Twitch banned right now. Seaosn. Alright, I'll stop. Nit! Oh, he thought. He thought. He thought. I'm such a nice guy. How much to say it? I'll do it for free. Fuck. It's just, Tio wants his, just let me know. Yo, hey, Robux right now. I won't get your Twitch ban. Let me know. Let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, starting us off in round 1 of set 2. It is now NA. Looks like Dino's going to be trying to take out Golden right here. And R&B with a beautiful chain to Golden right now. Oh my god. I sounded like I had a lisp. I can't pronounce my R's anymore, I guess. Looks like Bob is just going to jump off of R&B's head right there, immediately getting himself taken out after the most beautiful chain I've ever seen in my life. Looks like Tax is going to have a leisurely stroll on the truss right there, just climbing up it, just a little too casually. Tax is going to be taking out Dino right there. Dino is the U. He's going to be struggling on this NA now, I presume. Looks like Kevin and Tax are in. Previous top 1 double-decker player and current top 1, or maybe top 2, I don't know. I don't really know who's top 1, top 2, bro. Looks like Hypertungsten gonna give that 3 to Bob, or Tax. I lied. Tax is gonna take out Hypertungsten right there, and Super Monkeys are going to secure the first round of the set 2. Bro, do you think I care? I really don't. I'm already banned out of custom minigames permanently. Looks like R&B is going to be failing to give Golden a bomb right there. It looks like Tax is going to get the 5 from Hyun right there. Hyun getting the 3, and it looks like a little bit of a chem play right there from the Super Monkeys, but Golden's just a little bit too trash to pass the bomb back right there. It looks like Tax has the 5 from Hyun yet again. Tax knows Hyun is going to come back and grab, and he's able to get it to her last second. Hyun failing the pre-jump down to the bottom part of the map, getting himself taken out. Oh, excuse me. Like Tax is going to be trying to find somebody to go for right here, but he's able to get, not able to get anybody though. Looks like Hypertungsten is going to sit there, wait for Kevin to go down to the bottom part of the map. Kevin unable to take out Hypertungsten as he's walking backwards, by the way. I still don't know how he does that. Looks like Hypertungsten going to drop on Bob's head. Bob is going to jump up to the top part of the map. Faking going up, running out. Looks like Dino and Bob were always 1v1ing last set. They're going to be 1v1ing again this set. Looks like Bob is going to have a kill on Dino right there. Super Monkey securing a 2-0 lead. Wow, this is never seen before gameplay. Osa breathe, bro? No, I don't need to breathe. I have the lung capacity of Michael Phelps, just letting you know. I was born for this. Looks like R&B is going to be getting taken out by Golden here. Off the rip. Looks like Golden. It looks like they're going to have Golden start on NA. You know, I think that's a pretty smart decision. Golden unable to grab the 2 there. He's just going to sit there and ride on Hypertungsten's back. I don't know really what the thought process there was, but it gets him a kill. Looks like Tax can give the 3 to Hypertungsten. Hypertungsten is not going to be able to follow Tax at all right there. He guesses the wrong direction. Looks like Super Monkeys are up 2 players already. Dino and Hyun, we're bringing it back to the first set. Dino just going to... I don't even know what the hell happened right there. He just kind of like bounced off the truss and didn't get any distance. Looks like Kevin is going to be playing timing right here on Hyun. Just going to wait for it. Kevin is lost. Get him a map. Where is he going? Let him know if their player has their hands in their... Oh, yeah, I definitely will. Kevin just had his hands in his pants right there. For sure. Looks like Tax is going to get the 2 from Hyun right there. Hyun just going to have to find Bob now. Bob has been clutching up these 1v1s. Bob going to be failing to give the bomb. Gives the 4, though. Going to jump back up to the top part of the map, and Hyun is unable to jump back up. Bob securing a 3-0 lead for the Super Monkeys. This is not looking good for the Super Scorpions. Looks like these Scorpions are trying to warm back up on NA, but it's a little too late as they're already down 3-0. Looks like they're going to put Snickies in instead of somebody. I don't even know who. Looks like Bob is going to be going after Tungsten, and Golden is going to be getting the chain right there. Unfortunate for him. Hypertungsten going to play passive on Bob. He's going to switch up to Kevin right there. Looks like Kevin's going to go after Hyun, and Hyun is almost going to be able to get away right there. Kevin looking like he almost got ankled. Hypertungsten now going to be trying to go after Bob. Bob going to get that 5. Never mind. He's going to switch up like he usually does, and I think he might have a kill. I lied. R&B is going to go left, and he went right around that truss. Or not truss, pillar. Looks like Snickies is going to be running away from Tax. Tax is going to switch up to Hypertungsten. Hypertungsten has a free 2. He is unable to pass it, though. I don't know. That was a little bit unfortunate. Snicky's with the trust bounce. Tax is going to jump up, jump down, and he's going to run continuously. Snicky's unable to do anything right there. Actually reads Tax right there to the top part of the map, but is still unable to get the bomb to him. Looks like Tax is going to be switching up to R&B now. R&B just going to play off those little pillars right there. Kevin in a 1v2 or no, a 1v1, I lied. Looks like Kevin is going to have R&B bounce off his head. Kevin going to jump down to the bottom part of the map following R&B, and R&B is unable to do anything with a 1 right there. Looks like Super Monkeys are up 4-0. This is insane. Yo, bro. What is wrong with you? Get out of my chat. Yo, shots, handle them. Handle them, Tio. Looks like Bob is going to be trying to chain with Kevin right there, but Kevin is a little bit too far to receive anything. Yo, wait. Shots. Add Slint to the GC. We got to bring it back. Add him to the GC now. Now. Hurry. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. Adam, hurry. They're coming. Looks like Tax is going to be taken out. Hypertungsten right there. Tax has been playing amazing right now this set. I don't know if anybody else is seeing his performance, but it looks like Prime Tax is back. Is this top 1 Tax? Looks like it's not, as I spoke too soon. He's going to get taken out by Snickies. R&B going to get the 7 from Golden right there. Golden trying to get chemmed on by the Super Scorpions. Snickies is just going to get taken. I don't even know what Snickies is doing right there. I genuinely don't. I have no idea what just happened. Looks like Golden's going to be playing off the pillars right there. Going to try and fling off of that. Looks like he's going to jump back up to the trusses right there. Not trusses, the beams. And it looks like Super Scorpions are going to secure the first. All right, and we are going to be starting off the round. We're waiting for Slint to join the call. We need Packford to get in here now. We got to bring back the OG duo competition. Never seen a better duo than us. Looks like Kevin is going to get ankled to absolute hell. Oh my God, that is the worst play I think I've ever seen Kevin do. Looks like Tax is going to be failing to jump up to the top part of the map right there. Going to try and take out R&B, and Tax reads that beautifully. Tax with the performance of a lifetime. This is reminiscent of Angel's Tax last season. Looks like Hypertungsten is going to be getting the 2 from Bob right there, but Bob is just going to have a free run. Looks like the Super Monkeys are going to try and get that momentum back, even though they lost the round. Hyun going to fail to catch up to anybody right here. I don't know what Hyun's doing, but unfortunate for her. Looks like Snicky's his last alive in a 1v3. The Super Monkeys are trying to find him. Snicky's going to give that 4 to Kevin. Or that's Tax. I lied. Kevin's just going to take out Snicky's textbook from Tax. Oh my god. And Super Monkeys are going to go up 5-1 now. They're just bringing that lead further and further away. The Super Scorpion's unable to do anything right now. Wait, oh my god, what is going on with my PC? My PC! Oh my god. Bob getting taken out first right there by R&B. Looks like Merc is in the game now. I don't know who they subbed him out for. Looks like Merc is going to get the 3 from somebody right there. He's just going to circle around the truss on the bottom part of the map right there. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like Hypertungsten is going to give that 5 to Kevin. Kevin's going to switch up to Snicky's right here. And Snicky's is a victim of that switch up. This is not looking good for him. Looks like Kevin's going to go after Hypertungsten now. Going to Sphere Tungsten. Going to play off that bottom part of the map. Looks like Tungsten is going to be able to catch up, but Kevin has that too. I've never seen Kevin not track it too. You know, earlier in the match, it was AI when he got ankled, you know. Looks like R&B is going to get that 3, and Kevin is going to get hogged down. Looks like Hyun and R&B are now left in a 1v2 against Golden. Is Golden going to be able to clutch this up? He clutched up some very important moments last round. Or not last round, last game. But is unable to do anything right there. As the Super Monkeys only have a 3-point lead now. Scorpions secure a 2nd point. Wait, hold on. I got to turn on my fan. It is really hot in my room. It's so hot. Oh my god. It's like 85% humidity out and it's 100 degrees. This is ridiculous. Alright, Kevin is going to be taking out somebody. I didn't see who it was. Looks like they have Femi, and Femi immediately is just going to start lagging. It looks like Kevin's going to lag as well. 2 lag warnings back to back. Holy. Looks like Kevin's going to be trying to find Bob right here. Bob with the 6. Hyun's just going to run away to the bottom part of the map. Is Bob going to be able to read it? No, he chooses to switch up instead, but is unable to get anybody. And it looks like Arudity is being inappropriate in my Twitch chat. He is banned from the Twitch chat for life. Looks like Merc is going to play around this middle truss right here. Going to give that 3 to Hypertungsten. Hypertungsten's just going to ride the truss right there. I don't know what that movement was. Femi is just going to get sacked on accident. And Hyun is now going to be trying to find Merc right now. But Merc is just out of there. What can Hyun do against that? Looks like Merc versus Hypertungsten in a 1v1. Hypertungsten hasn't been playing the best today. But Merc just got in. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull anything off. Looks like Merc is going to wall hop up to the top part of the map, but Tungsten just stays on the bottom part. All Merc had to do was run away on the top part, and he had these free run. Unfortunate for him. It looks like these Super Scorpions are making a comeback. Yo, Ferocious, there's something called a pinned message in chat. Yeah, you want to take a look at that? Let me know. Let me know. Oh my god. Looks like we're starting off round 9 with Bob Lon. I don't know why he's starting on NA, but you know, sometimes it works out, just like there. Looks like Hyun is going to get taken out by a chain from Dino right there. Oh, never mind, I lied. Looks like Hyun is just going to get taken out and Dino is trying to sack. Looks like Bob with a hold of hell right there. Hypertungsten just not running away for some reason. Going to come back and try and grab it. Looks like Bob is going to have that 7 on R&B right here. Bob just going to give the 5, and R&B is going to switch up to Golden right there. Golden unable to catch up in time. Looks like Merc is now the next target on R&B's hit list. Merc trying to catch up to R&B. R&B just has a free 3, but Merc grabs the 2 back, and R&B accidentally gave free timing right there. I don't know what he's doing. He thought he could outrun on the 2, but Dino now left in a 1v3 against the Super Monkeys. Super Monkeys have a chance to secure yet another point in the lead, and Merc is out of there. Oh, and never mind. Dino with a hawk down to the hell right there. Dino just going to sit there, play patient on Bob. Bob just going to fail to get up to the top part of the map, but he goes down the bottom part of the map, and Dino is able to hawk him down there. And Kevin now left in a 1v1 against Dino. Is he going to be able to win against the EU player? I highly doubt it. I'm joking. I already knew Kevin won. That's why I said I doubt it. Alright, I don't even know who's starting. My spectate feature is really tripping out right now. Looks like Merc is going to get taken out by Dino just running to the top part of the map. I think he got a little bit too much of distance right there. Looks like Bob is going to be trying to take out... Who is pinging me right now? Get out of my DMs. Looks like Bob is going to be trying to take out R&B. And is going to look for a sack right there, but nobody there at all. Oh my god, the legend. The legend himself is joined. We have Packford in the VC now.
Can you hear me? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, we can. How does it feel to be back in here?
I mean, it is just absolutely great. It feels good to be back. Thank you for having me on.
What the hell? I just clicked on Nicki Minaj's live stream. What the hell? Yo. I'm trying to read chat and Nicki Minaj just pops up on my Twitch. I guess? Is that even Nicki Minaj? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Alright.
Don't worry, Shots. I am PR
Packford.
trained now.
It's all you, Packford. Take the floor.
Wait, I need to join the game, no?
Bro! Alright, looks like Hyun's going to give the 6 to Golden right there. Hyun going to try and bounce off of Golden with the fling right there, but Golden's still unable to catch up. I have no idea how that works. I don't even know who has the bomb, bro. Spectate is so trash. Looks like Hypertungsten is going to give Bob the 1 right there. And nobody there for a reverse chain or anything of the sort. Looks like the Super Monkeys are getting overconfident. They don't need that chem anymore now that they're up so many points. I don't even think they're up that many. They're only up 2 now. Looks like Merc is going to be trying to catch up to R&B right here. Where's that Dino? I can't tell. No, that was R&B. Looks like Merc is going to switch up to Hyun. Going to grab the bomb right there and is easily able to track that too. It was very high too, but, you know, Merc is in a 1v4. Got to make the plays. Got to make anything possible. Looks like he's going to give the 4 to Hypertungsten. Going to wall hop up, jump back down, jump back up, and Hypertungsten is unable to follow it. Oh my, look at that movement. Dino now next on Merc's list. Looks like Merc gets that trust bounce right there. Going to grab the 3 on Dino, and that is free timing for him. Is Merc going to be able to clutch up this 1v4? This is absolutely beautiful gameplay. R&B, he is West. He might be able to reach Merc right here, but Merc is going to be able to catch up to him on that trust. And R&B guesses wrong, and Merc clutches up a 1v4. Beautiful performance from the Monkeys. Oh my god.
Actually beautiful. Literally beautiful. Alright, so we're actually going to start off this round now. So, where can I spectate? Elevator so to watch. R&B with the 4 bomb now, playing around the trust with the 2 now. Looking for Bob. Bob, can he track back? Unable to track back. Really unlike Bob there. He's clearly out of his game. But we've got Hyun with the 6 bomb now, with the 4, with the 3, looking for a pick here. Anyone she can find, but Merc gets hit against her head. I mean, really weird Roblox physics, but it's just how it works. What have we got now? We've got R&B passing off the 2 and jumping across the truss, doing a little bit of bait play. I mean, movement is literally so important in this game mode. R&B passing off the 5 now, looking to grab the 2. Yep, he does. Looking to track that 1. Yes, he does. That was beautifully... a beautiful track and basically a clean sweep for the Scorps there. Really nicely done.
Pretty funny. They just lost one before, and then they immediately clean sweep the Monkeys the next round. I wonder where this game is going to go. It is 7-5. It was 4-0 for the Monkeys, but it looks like these Super Scorpions have finally warmed up properly on NA. Looks like Merc is going to be giving the 3 to R&B. Grabs the 2. Is Merc going to be able to check it? No, he's not. R&B just going to jump over his head and get a little bit too much distance right there. Golden failing to pass the 7 right there, but he's able to give the 6. Jumps off of Hypertungsten with a little frog jump right there. And Dino, I don't think is going to be able to catch up. Golden with the ankle. Oh my god, where's Dino
Someone
going?
clipped that.
Holy. Looks like Golden's going to give the 5 to Hypertungsten. Hypertungsten failing to give the 3, but Golden gets the 2. Is he going to be able to track it? No, he's not. Golden should have read the reach right there. Came back and grabbed. Looks like Hypertungsten is going to be playing around that middle truss right there against Bob. Bob is going to go up to the top. Oh, never mind. That's Kevin. I lied. Looks like Kevin is going to read the Hypertungsten going to go to the top part of the map, but Hypertungsten is just a little bit too far away. It looks like Bob is now left in 1v3. Is he going to be able to clutch these up? He is known for clutching and flat, but is he going to be able to clutch up in the double-decker game right now? No, Hyun's just going to play in no shift lock and hawk him down. Oh, my. It is now a 1-point game. Went from a 4-point game to a 1-point game. It's like Super Monkeys are losing the lead.
It's not good for them, especially after losing that first match. I mean, this is really not what they want to see. Anyways, we've got Bob with the 3 bomb. We know that he's always there looking for a clutch, but it just gets chained. You're so fast in this game mode. Like, you can go from one side to the other, even with a 2 bomb. Bob, now with the 3, hawking down Tungsten, who is able to pass that back around the truss. R&B now, going up against Kevin. Kevin with the movement. He loves playing on this side of the map. Looking to grab that 2. Yes, he does. Can he pass off the 1? Oh my god, gets ankled. Where is he going? He really needs to focus up because a kill like that could be the be all or end all. Dino now passing off the 2, hits against the truss and gets taken out. Who have we got now? We've got Golden. Is he by himself here? He might
Yeah, it's a
just
1v4.
be. Yeah, 1v. Golden unable to pass it off, and Scorpions are on a roll right now. This is not what monkeys want to see.
The
The
Scorpions had the
gap has
momentum.
been closed.
I
Yeah.
think the Super Monkeys need to call a timeout or something. Also, I want to take a second to note that Golden is wearing tanker merch right now.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy needs to get out of the game. Looks like Bob is going to try and find somebody to go after. He's going to choose a Dino right there. Dino just gets feared. Only thing on that side of the map is his own teammate Hyun is not sacking for him. And it looks like Bob is going to be trying to go after Hyun now next as well. Instead, R&B and Hyun are both on that side of the map, but Bob is unable to catch up to R&B in time. He switched up a little bit too hard right there. Just overheld slightly. It looks like Kevin is going to be trying to play timing on R&B. Kevin going to get that too, and R&B is going to be getting taken out. Looks like the 2 Super Scorpions have been taken out. Is this the round where the Super Monkeys kill the momentum, or is Hyun and Hyper Tungsten gonna be able to clutch up right here? Hyun gets taken out by Merc, and Merc now gonna be going after Hyper Tungsten. Maybe some Kevin in play. It looks like they want Golden to go have the last kill right there to take out Hyper Tungsten. Golden gonna be trying to get the 3. He has it, and Hyper Tungsten is able to escape Golden right there with a pre-jump. Golden somehow not able to catch up with 20 walk speed. Looks like Kevin is now gonna be trying to take him out. Looks like Golden, or not Golden, Kevin almost gets baited. Looks like Hyper Tungsten is about to clutch a 1v3 on these Super Monkeys. This is not looking good for them. Merc is going to outmaneuver the hell out of Hyper Tungsten, though. Gets that trust bounce, wall hops up, fakes it, and Hyper Tungsten is just going to follow him and clutches up a 1v3 to secure the lead for the first time this set. This is not looking good for the Super Monkeys. I do not know how they lost that.
Bro, this is actually horrible for them. Like, they seriously need to step up their game. Don't know what's been going on, but who have we got here? We've got Kevin going up against R&B. R&B just doing a nice little wall flick with the 2. Like, the consistency of R&B is literally unmatched. He's got the 5 now, passing off the 4, looking to grab the 2. He does, but at a really weird time, so it gets taken out there. Hyun now, with the 5, chasing down Merc, but Merc's movement, oh, it doesn't even matter because Hyun reads him like a book, just camping out on the bottom floor. Now, she's going again. She's got a little bit of momentum here, but Golden is somehow across the other side of the map and passes it off to get a nice KO right there. Now, he's looking for Hyun. With the 1, catches up! You're just so fast with the bomb, there's literally nothing you can do with the wrong timing. Tungsten now, in a 1v2 situation, holding the 2. He's holding it more, but Bob knows that he's holding and hits a nice run.
Bob
Not even
is
giving them a
out of there to
chance.
tie the game back up.
Beautiful,
Oh,
bro. Literally beautiful.
All right, now I think we're going to go back to the back and forth we were having first set. We're just going single point by single point. I think it's been enough time for both teams to have been warmed up. But Bob is taken out first. This is not what you want to see in a must-win game right now where you're getting taken out. But it looks like Hyper Tungsten has the 4. Going to give the timing to Golden right there. And Golden is easily able to catch back up to that. Oh, excuse me. It looks like Merc is going to be trying to find somebody to go after. He's going to choose R&B. Or never mind, that's Dino. I can't tell. They're wearing the exact same fit. It looks like Dino's going to be taking out Merc. Merc has actually been playing really well this game, but right there, it didn't matter. It looks like Kevin's just going to run away on Dino. Dino unable to catch up and takes out his own teammate right there. Unfortunate. It looks like Hyun is going to be going after Golden now. Hyun has actually been proving to be a problem for these Super Monkeys this series, but Hyun is going to be getting taken out by Golden. And Dino is now left in a 1v2. He is EU. This is actually not going to be the best situation for him, but he has clutched up 1 already. Is he going to be able to clutch up yet again? Looks like Kevin is going to grab the 2 and is unable to track it. Kevin playing a little bit too much of an ego. Not a very smart play right there from him, but Golden is an A, and he is considered one of the best players right now. And Dino actually runs back into Golden for some reason. I think he had the run. I don't know why he did that, but the Super Monkeys are able to take back the 1-point lead right
Guys,
there.
let us know in chat who you guys have winning this game. I mean, especially after the first game, people may be more likely to favor Scorpions here. Anyways, we've got Kevin passing it off to Bob, trying to look for a team play against R&B. However, it just does not work out. Chemistry is way harder in Elevate, in my opinion. Like, pulling off plays like that, it's just, like, impossible most of the time. Anyways, Merc giving it to his teammate accidentally because he couldn't catch up. Like, that's not what we like to see. The chemistry is just not, like, working out for the Super Monkeys right now. Bob, looking to make up for the teammate's death, gets R&B out by just playing it safe. Nicely done. Not looking for grabs or anything like that. Now he's going up against Dino. Good movement. Needs to hold the 2. He does. Passes off the 1. Beautifully played by Bobby. Couldn't have played that any better. Now, he's got some insane momentum now. Passing off the 3. No, he can't reach Hyun. He gets stuck. The inconsistencies, that's not what we like to see. And he gets taken out. Now,
Merc just does not want to hop in for the cam, bro. He had that. That's poor.
It's quite greedy. Merc, able to run though. Can he make it up for his failed chemistry? Passing off the 6, Hyun. She's so good at these end games. I mean, let's be honest. With the 2 now. Oh my god, Merc.
But she is not able to clutch it up as soon as you fucking burp, bro. The commentator's curse is real.
Bro, like. I mean, I think Hyun is generally like a generational female player. Like, I haven't seen any like female player in the league since 2023, 2022.
Whoa, it was like Aisha or some shit.
Yeah, literally, bro. And the fact that she's like putting in work like this, I mean, I've never seen it before. This has to be some sort of Bloxy award for Time Bomb at this point, bro. Because this is literally male dominated. Like, you look around and you see all these guys.
I'm a girl.
Oh my god, kick this guy off the street. What's happening now?
Yes, I'm top 1 female player. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Are they starting or did somebody call a timeout?
Because, bro, I wanted to see you chill in chat there. Thank you, bro.
Oh, they called it to you. All right, they're
Warning
trying to kill
warning
Monkey's momentum. It is game point, Monkey. This is Monkey's time to take back game 2. They need this win. They need to tie up the series. Also, let me know. I said, Length said, who do you guys think have winning? But Monkeys are on game point, and they have a 2-point lead. Who do you guys think is going to win right now? All right, bro. Really just rage baiting.
Bro, what is this guy saying? Seeing some monkeys there.
Super Cox? That's not a team, bro. Like, I guess?
Good luck, guys. I'm looking for a good game. Looking for a really good game right now. Oh my god.
God.
Good luck,
What
guys.
the hell does that mean?
Ah.
What the hell did Cuzo just say in chat? Let's run a train on her.
Run.
Who is he talking about?
You're 5.
Good luck, Dazzy.
5.
Oh, never
Alright,
mind, you're
bro.
sat. You benched player. Nice try.
And going off round 19, we are going to have Bob starting. This is win or lose for the Super Scorpions. Are they going home? Or are they going to clutch back up? But Bob has already taken out a Super Scorpions player. This is looking great for him. He's going to grab the 4. And he's actually going to choose to switch up right here. And he's unable to get it off as, I don't even know what happened there. I'm just going to be completely honest. It's just a bunch of phases. Looks like Merc is going to be the next target. Looks like Dino's going to give him the 3. And Merc is unable to follow it back. It looks like the Super Monkey's already down to 2 players. They might lose this round right now. I do not know what's going to go on. But it looks like Kevin is going to be going to get the 4 from R&B right there. And he's going to read it. R&B getting taken out. It is now a 2v2. Let's see who has the better players who are more well prepared to clutch this up. Are they more confident? Are they going to be able to perform in the scenario? Golden clearly able to perform in the scenario.
God. Oh,
Generational movement. Oh my god. Even calling bum out in chat. I'd be toxic as well if I just put that out. That is beautiful. And Golden actually
oh my god, he ruins the clip.
He
Completely ruins the clip.
Oh my god. You're ruining it.
Oh my god, lag.
You're ruining it. Kevin with the movement though. Dino not going to be able to catch back up. And
Nicely
Super
done.
Monkeys
Kevin
secure game 2.
seals it off.
Oh my god.
Beautifully done. My god.
It looks
bro.
like all the Super Scorpions players are going to call that lag warning. Nah, that's unfortunate as hell. Lag warning of doom.
Right at the start of the round, where it matters the lead.
Looks like Super Scorpions cannot perform when it matters in them clutch scenarios. It looks
While
like Bob's
playing around the trust, trying to copy Golden, but he's just not good enough. Oh
he
my
had
god.
the guess. He had it.
He gets a little bit nervous. I mean, being so used to flat, you can't just get away with stuff like that. Kevin, beautiful movement around the truss. I think Super Monkeys might be strippers because the way they move around the truss in the middle is just absolutely beautiful. All of them, or for the most part. Hyun taking out. Oh my god! What? Okay, moving on from that insane track. Golden takes out Dino. Beautifully well done.
I didn't even see the track.
No, I'm pretty sure something crazy just happened there. Tungsten, nice, completely outmaneuvering Merc there. And Merc is known as one of the most mechanical players, so that's actually quite frustrating for him, I believe. Tungsten now playing on the pole, on the stripper pole, and takes out whoever that
The
was.
what?
Uh, Tungsten with the 3 now, clutching up with some momentum, unable to catch up to Kevin. Kevin is just such a
All right,
clutch
Kevin
player.
left in a
And there
1v1
we
back to
go.
back. He is able to clutch it this time with no lag.
The game is completely sealed off finally, unless somehow Scorpions pull something out.
And just letting you know, Sneaky says 1 KO.
Ah, nice.
All right, thanks for tuning into the stream, guys.